We're going to send things over to Eve right now.
All right, Steve, thanks. Well, we are continuing to break down some key election year issues today. Business owner and columnist Gene Marks is back to discuss how the election may impact wages and employee costs and where both candidates stand on the issues. Great to see you again.
Thanks for having me here.
Thanks for being here. You know, you're helping us develop our pro-con list as we continue to weigh all these key issues. And last time we talked healthcare, another biggie.
Yeah, a little bit on healthcare. And just to recap, we don't have to go over all that again, but let's just remember as we go into the elections that the big theme is that Hillary Clinton wants to continue on with Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act, and Donald Trump and the Republicans want to repeal the Affordable Care Act. They have their own ideas for managing health care better. The Obamacare's had some bad news recently of like rising rates and all that. So big campaign.
Okay, something important to watch.
Yes.
Another important thing, and I know this is something you'll be watching as a business owner, minimum wage. I mean, that could break employers and employees.
Yeah, it really is. So Eve, so around the country, minimum wages nationwide are going up around 8.5% this year. A lot of states are increasing their minimum wages. We've seen a lot of cities and states as well where minimum wage is going up to as much as $15 an hour. So that has a big impact if you're an employee. If you're running a restaurant or a coffee shop or a pizza shop, that's a big deal. For a lot of people that are working in these shops as well, it's a good way to increase your wages. The national minimum wage now is $7.25. Hillary Clinton supports a $12 an hour national minimum wage. She is actually open to a $15 an hour national minimum wage. Donald Trump has been non-committal, but he has said he does think that people ought to be paid more. I can tell you this much. I write every day for the Washington Post. I talk to a lot of senators and congressmen. Minimum wage has bipartisan support. $7.25 an hour is low. So if you're an employer or even an employee, you can expect next year, within the next 2 years, national minimum wage is going to go up.
Yeah, and just as an aside, you know, we've talked about this before about preparing for something, right? That they need to, business owners should be thinking now about.
Yeah, smart business owners always looking ahead, and I'm telling you. And one final thing on minimum wage, if the bottom minimum wage goes up, it puts pressure on all other wages, right? If you've got somebody working for you that's making $15 an hour now, and then the minimum wage goes up to 15, that person's going to be like, should I still be making minimum? I should be getting paid more.
Right, so everybody wants
impacts everybody.
Okay. Now, what about things like overtime and paid time off? Those are other issues that can impact everything.
They are. So overtime rules are changing on December 1st of this year. If you are an employer right now, the amount of overtime you're going to pay is going to be more. Right now, if you have any employees that are making more than $24,000 a year and they're just a salaried employee, they're really not entitled to overtime, particularly if they're not supervising anything, right? But that's going up to about $47,000 on December 1st, which means that if you've got somebody in your office that's like an administrative person, a warehouse person or whatever, they're making a salary, they're not supervising anybody, they're making more than $24,000 but less than $47,000, they're going to be entitled to overtime wages come December 1st. And
that's a big hit.
It is a big hit. Will you get audited? Maybe, maybe not, but your employees know about this and they could report you if you are not classifying them correctly. So you got to make a list of all those people that are now making up to $47,000 a year. They're going to be wanting to get paid more for overtime.
Okay, and quickly, paid time off?
Paid time off is a big election year issue. Right now, I mean, look, if you work for Netflix, you get unlimited paid time off for your first year if you're a new parent. LinkedIn, unlimited paid time. I don't know what the policy is here at Channel 6.
Not that. I'll tell you that.
We got to talk to your owners about that. But that's where the trend is going, right? Hillary Clinton, right now, there is the Family Medical Leave Act. Employers have to provide 12 weeks of unpaid leave. She supports an additional 12 weeks of paid leave as well. So she's a big believer in paid time off for people that need it. Donald Trump, again, has been non-committal, but don't think that doesn't mean that he doesn't support some type of paid time off legislation. He's got tens of thousands of employees at his organization. He has very, very good benefits. He's a believer in paid time off, too. That's another thing that could be coming for employers next year.
Okay, some big topics to watch that could have some big impacts.
Absolutely.
So thank
you. Both employers and employees.
Okay, very good. Next time we'll talk taxes.
Taxes. Can't wait.
All right, we'll dive in next time Gene joins us. That's coming up next month. And we will be right back. Stay with us.